Hi, once again talking with immigration lawyer Andy Semotiuk. Andy, we talked about if a Canadian marries an American and wants the American to come up to Canada. Let's put it in reverse for this video. What happens if the person wants to move to the United States?
Okay. Similar scenario. Essentially, the person is choosing to be with the spouse, albeit that they have to wait in order to be approved for working. They have to get an employment authorization document that takes a few months to get. But the couple chooses that they want to be together, and they'll wait for that moment. So essentially, you file internally inside the United States, and there's a thing called an adjustment of status. So the couple, the foreign spouse that has come into the United States has come in under some status, either as a student, a visitor, some employment situation, or whatever. And what that person has to do is adjust their status from that temporary status to permanent status. So it's an internal process. There's an interview involved. That's essentially the direction that the couple has to move in.
And you were saying about like waiting to work. I mean, let's say Sally moves down to be with Harry in, well, I like that movie, by the way. And Sally moves down to be with Harry, and she ends up, they say, okay, let's get married, and they put this process in. When can she actually start working to make some money?
Well, it's going to take several months. That's
Okay.
the downside of so-called inland sponsorship, which is you can be with your spouse, but you have to wait several months, probably 3, 4, 5 months in order to get the work permit.
Okay. Anything else you want people to know?
Yeah. They have to show that the marriage is genuine, that it's an honest, real, sincere marriage, because the whole point of this is that they're trying to sift out, get out people who are marrying for the purposes of immigration. It's called a marriage of convenience. If anybody's interested in that topic, or what you're going to be facing in that respect, you can pick up a movie called The Proposal with Sandra Bullock in it, which shows how they interview you to test whether your marriage is real or not.
Do they ask about like what kind of toothpaste you use? And all that
Yes,
stuff?
yeah. What kind of shorts does he wear? This kind of thing,
Okay.
in an interview with the couple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's key. You're going to have to go through medical clearance and a police check to make sure you don't have any criminal offenses, things of that nature. But the key thing is to prove that the marriage is a marriage that's an honest marriage, a sincere one, rather than a marriage of convenience.
What would you like for people to have on them to have all their ducks in a row if they contact you?
Okay. So what we need is, of course, the marriage certificate. We need passports for the two spouses. We need some pictures from the wedding, a write-up about how the couple met and so on, all the way through to the wedding. Those would be key things. And I just want to mention the issue of gays.
Okay.
Unlike in Canada, where they do acknowledge gay marriages, in the United States, that's still an issue in flux. And as a result, the U.S. immigration law does not yet recognize gay marriages. So a spousal sponsorship is not something that works on the American side.
Yeah, I was going to say, because in Canada, where it is recognized that two people get married, two gay people get married in Canada, they can't use that to their benefit to live in the United States. Is
Correct.
that right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's one of the downfalls of U.S. immigration right now.
Okay, great. Well, not great, but we'll see what happens in the future. Contact Andy at asemotiuk@pacelawfirm.com for any questions, and Andy, we'll talk to you next time.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks.